Do you know who this is? In the entire history of professional baseball, he has struck out more than anyone, 2,597 times. The late Willie Stargell is the closest with 1,936 strikeouts. This man struck out so many times on different teams, he actually led the entire Major League Baseball league 4 years in a row for most strikeouts. Why am I telling you this? Well, Reggie Jackson, also known as Mr. October, and had a candy bar named after him, and Willie Stargell, who spent his whole time with the Pittsburgh Pirates, all those strikeouts resulted in world championships, and they're both in the Baseball Hall of Fame. The Major League Baseball Hall of Fame is filled with men who failed 70 to 80% of the time. They always took a swing, and they kept on going up to bat. Many consider Wayne Gretzky to be the greatest hockey player of all times. And one of his most famous quotes is, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." What we're going to talk about here is something you can do. You can do this. You should do this. And you can do it, and we are going to help you do it. So we're going to get you to take a swing, get up the bat here. And keep in mind, my favorite quote by the late Zig Ziglar is, "Get whatever you want out of life by simply helping enough others get what they want." Shoot for the moon, and if you miss, you will still be among the stars. That's said by Mr. Motivation himself, Mr. Les Brown. So how is this going to work? How can you do this? And what's in it for you? We're going to answer both of those questions. First off, we got to, let everybody know incomes may vary. There's no guarantee you'll get rich. Some people will do more. Some people will do nothing at all. But this is not an investment program. So if there's no investment, there's no equities, there's nothing like that, so there's no return on investment. So now we got the legal mumbo jumbo out of the way here. Let's talk about the power of 4. 4 is a very small number, but throughout this presentation, you're going to see that number come up a lot. And not only is it a powerful number, it is a lucrative number. And before you start asking if this is a money game or anything, we've got some wonderful financial products that are tied in with the power of 4. Four Corners Alliance Group is something that anyone can and should do. To include, there's a picture there of a young girl. We've actually got legal advice to let us know that you can do this regardless of age, regardless of race. But if you are younger than 18, it just takes a letter of consent from mom and dad. I'm going to show you how to become a millionaire while putting less than $100 at risk, less than $100. Once you understand this very simple process, you will soon realize the only risk is you. Step one costs you no money at all. It is by far the most important step in this entire process. Step one is believe. Believe in yourself. Believe in the math that you learned as a young child back in elementary school. Simple math, addition, multiplication. I'm not saying forget all of your trigonometry and all that stuff, but you do not need it for this. Believe that there is a company that realizes that their bottom line is best served by serving your bottom line. If you don't believe in yourself or the fact you can be successful with us, then it won't really matter what I say. Step 1 is that important. Step 2, this is actually the easiest step. Many of you may have ran into challenges in the past where this has been your hurdle, but I'm going to show you why taking action and taking action now is the easiest step. You simply pay $18 one time to become a member of the Four Corners Alliance group. Step 3, also very easy, and it's fun to do because you're going to be able to impact others. Step 3 is pay it forward. We're not talking about a hand out, we're talking about a hand up. Now, I just want to give a note here to everybody. Paying it forward is not required. We're showing this as an example of how easy this system can work, but if you prefer to refer for people who pay for their own selves, everything you see in this presentation, the math works out the same. So you pay it forward or refer 4 others to join you in Four Corners Alliance group. Step 4, duplicate. When there's no failure and there's no selling and it's just simple math, it really is that easy. You're not going to need hundreds of thousands of people in this to make it work for you. Just get people to get their 4, whether it's referring or paying it forward. Now, let's show you the money. Let's go Jerry Maguire all over this thing. The example I'm about to show you is week by week. Now, daily is the recommended method. Never, ever, never forget step 1. No matter where you are in the process, no matter how much money you've made, never forget step 1, and that is believe. I'm going to keep harping on that throughout the presentations, through trainings, because your level of belief will have a huge determinator as far as how much money you're going to be putting in your pocket. Week 1, you spent a total of $90 for yourself and 4 others, all of which is tax deductible. You made $16 week 1. Now, since this is a one-time out-of-pocket expense, they're going to use those $10 of your $16 to purchase you the second-tier products. Again, we've got wonderful products here. They are Lessons from the Intelligent Investor and the Subconscious Millionaire Mind. Week 2, you don't make anything in the matrix, but our matrix does have a 100% matrix match on everybody that you refer. So you make $64 in match money in week 2. The company is going to keep $25 to purchase you the third-tier products. They are credit card debt, living trusts, and the truth behind the spin. $30 is also going to be used to subscribe you to the monthly newsletter. Week 3, you make $64 from the matrix, another $64 in match money. So now you've actually make more this week than you put at risk in the beginning. $60 is going to be used to purchase the 4th-tier product for you, and those are Protect Yourself from Identity Theft and Debt Crisis. You're starting to see a gist here. We're not only showing you how to make money, we're going to help you protect yourself and how to use that money and put that money to work for you, all from profits. Now, special note here, those struggling with step 1 can easily grasp the concept of making a profit in 3 weeks. So if everyone just shoots for profit, it all works out either way. Shoot for profit in your 3rd week, and everything else that you're about to see, that's going to happen anyway. Week 4, you make $640 in the matrix. You make $256 in match money for a total of $896. Now, they're going to take $150 of that to purchase you the 5th tier products. Those are real estate investing and how to invest in gold and silver. They're also going to take $300 out to purchase the 6th tier products. Those are investment principles, time value of money, real estate investment trust, and investing for impact. You now have all the products that Four Corners Alliance has to offer, and you are earning while you learn. Again, we're teaching you what to do with the money, how to think about the money, and how to put that money to work for you, all from profits. Some of you might be thinking, I haven't made that much profit yet. How am I going to invest in these things? Just keep listening. Week 5, upfront matrix money, $6,144. Your 100% matrix match money is $2,560 for a week total of $8,704. What are you going to do with that $8,704? Maybe pay it forward to some more people since it's already working. Or why not just blow it and have fun? I'm not joking. I'm really saying that. Why am I saying that? Because there's a whole lot more coming, and you deserve to have a little bit of fun here. Week 6, upfront money, $61,440. Your match money is over $24,000, and even though you maybe just blew $8,700 last week, you've now got a week total of $86,016. You don't have to pay it forward to any more people, but why not do it? Every time you do and help somebody out, you're going to match their money too. All right. How are you doing on step 1 so far? That's believe. I'm taking a time out here on the weeks here just to check, because are you ready for this? I mean, are you really ready for what you're about to see here? Remember how important believe is. This is basic, simple math. Week 7, upfront matrix commission, nearly $500,000. The match money, nearly $250,000. For a week total, over $700,000 that you've made here with Four Corners Alliance Group in just 7 weeks, with 4 getting 4. Week 8, the upfront matrix commissions is a one-time thing, so there's nothing there for you in the matrix. But remember that 100% matrix match? $1,966,080. Congratulations, everybody. You are now a millionaire. Actually, if you combine that, you are a multi-millionaire with the Four Corners Alliance Group. But wait, just like they say in infomercials, there's more. Four Corners Alliance Group is a very strong residual program. While you were raking in those astonishing commissions, the company was keeping a measly $30 from you each month to subscribe you to the Platinum newsletter. Remember that $30 that disappeared from in week 2? Well, that newsletter pays $1 to $4 per subscriber and also has the 100% match on all the people that you referred. Whether you referred them or you paid it forward does not matter. You match them 100%. So now you've got this network going, and Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he says the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for work. You have just built a network, not only a network, but a network of 6- and 7-figure earners. You're at the 7-figure point, and you've got some 6 figures on your team that are coming up to join you in the millionaire and multimillionaire ranks. And that residual income is coming over and over and over. And guess what it is? just with that example of 4, not with you paying it forward to some other people in between from your profits, just with the 4, are you ready? $380,580 per month. Hello. Now, let's say some of you out there are the devil's advocates, and you kind of have that glass half empty attitude, and you're skeptics, and you think you've heard all this stuff before, and you're just basically a negative thinker. You call people like myself a dreamer, and you mean that as something to discourage me rather than the compliment that I'm going to take it for. Let's say you fail by over 99%. I mean, you don't get anywhere near $380,000 a month. You don't get even remotely close to a $1.9 million week. Are you okay with $10,000 a month residually when you only put less than $100 at risk? Think about that. So let's get you up to bat. Let's get you swinging. Let's get you taking shots at your financial future and taking advantage of the information and the education. Let's get you aiming high, dreaming big, and thinking bigger. And always, always remember, you can do this. No more excuses. None. Zip. Nada. You need to take action, and take action now. Here at Four Corners Alliance Group, we are educating and helping people all over the world of all ages and race, and anyone can do this. Everyone should do this. Share because you care, and join us today with Four Corners Alliance Group, with whoever invited you to this live presentation, or if you're seeing it at another time recorded, just join with whoever invited you here. Well, I want to thank everybody for giving me the opportunity to share this presentation with you. Those of you who are guests of this, just like I said at the end, go join. It's $18. It's a pizza. It's not a huge business decision. Get into the business before you decide to treat it like a business. Get the $18 to get started. Then once you realize that this really is a $1 million business or a multi-million-dollar business, then treat it accordingly. But find a reason to get started, not find a reason to go, maybe I'll think about it for a couple more days. Just be like Nike. Just do it. Now, one of the things that we do on our webinars here at Four Corners Alliance Group is we answer questions regardless if they're coming from members or guests. And we're going to go ahead and do that right now. And again, guests, go join. You can keep your computer on and listen if you would like. But whoever invited you here, go to their link and sign up right now. It is only $18 one time. Don't get a pizza this weekend. It's that inexpensive. Okay. Karen, I was wondering if I pay it forward for my 4th, do I use my link and put in his info and then use my Visa, or would I also do that one he's in for his 4th? Or do I use, what you're asking me here, Karen, is totally up to you. If you're going to pay it forward for people, then yeah, use your link. If you're trying to help out somebody on your team and you want to pay it forward for them, you can do that. It's not required, nor is it wrong. That's just something that's totally up to you. Now, I will say this. If you're paying it forward for somebody on your team, and not only are you helping them, but when that person does well, which they're going to do, right, they're going to match their matrix money, not yourself. You'll still match the other person that you referred, but how you do it is completely up to you, whether or not you want to give sponsorship away or just sponsor those people yourself and then spill into their organization. That's up. Okay? All right. Yes, Wally, we're all over the world to include Kansas City. Okay. Is there a limit on how many people we can pay it forward? Absolutely not. Because paying it forward and referring people from the company standpoint is the same thing. Products are being purchased. Who's paying for the products doesn't matter. The company's receiving the $18, whether it is your $18, Colleen, or whether it's your new team member's $18. So you can pay it forward to as many people as you wish. I will like to say here, to use Colleen as an example, is she actually joined, hopefully I don't embarrass her here, maybe a week or so ago. And she didn't do anything initially. And we had a conversation, and I started telling her, I says, hey, Colleen, tell people about this program. There's a lot of money in this so-called $18 deal. Well, she decided to say, well, hey, I'm going to go ahead and pay it forward for 10 people. And she did. Before she could even, we could even get those 10 people loaded, one of the people said, hey, I'm going to pay it forward for some people myself. Now, that kind of reminds me of another story that just came up today, and we won't be able to say the names yet, but we had a lady who paid it forward to a gentleman in Oklahoma, and he decided he was going to pay it forward to 5 people. Since his was paid forward, he still spent the $90, but he paid it forward for 5. Well, one of the people said, I'm not really too sure about this program, but I'll snoop around. So he got a little frustrated. Well, this person actually called me and three-wayed me to a professional athlete who's bringing in some of his fellow pros. When we're talking about somebody here who's most of your athletes are already millionaires, and we got another celebrities coming in here to where we got people who are paying it forward to paying it forward to paying it forward, and it's not because we're saying, hey, these people can't afford it. We're just kind of getting the ball rolling. It actually starts addressing somebody saying, well, yeah, I got 18 bucks, no big deal, but because they don't understand the program, they don't maybe believe in it as much as you do, when you pay it forward to somebody, they start to realize that, hey, you might possibly know something here. They might even think, well, you're kind of goofy. Why are you paying for this program, trying to say I don't have 18 bucks? Very few times have the people who've paid it forward to somebody has any kind of a backlash, like, hey, where they took it as an insult. There are some, I'm not going to lie to you, that has happened a couple of times that I know of. But there is no limit to how many people you can pay it forward. And on that note, I'm also going to give you a little tip that kind of came on from last night. I'll go use Colleen as an example again. All right, she paid it forward to 10 people, and she's asking if she can pay it forward to more. Okay, let's just say the person that paid it forward is the only one of those 10 people who did anything. So Colleen, when she paid it forward to 10 people, she put $180, risking that whether or not that was going to work out for her or not. If that one person who decided to pay it forward and they get busy, and let's just say they're just nominally successful. Let's say that little group just makes $500 or $600. That's it. Colleen still matches that. That's that $180 that she spent to pay it forward, and one person generated $580 in commissions. She made a profit. So when you are paying it forward, don't focus all your energies on the people who don't do anything yet. Focus your time and energies on the positive and those who are doing things now. One of the things that's been true in a lot of companies is 20% of the people do 80% of the work anyway. That's kind of why I did the baseball presentation there. Reggie Jackson, he's always striking out. He'd go sometimes games without hitting the ball. But he still made many, many millions of dollars, and he's been in the Hall of Fame and all these other things because he kept on trying. In baseball, you don't have to hit more than 3 out of 10 times. 3 out of 10 usually gets you into the Hall of Fame. Okay? Same thing here is be positive, work on your belief level, and then if you have people on your team whose level of belief isn't where yours is, spend your time working with the people who are at a higher level. I'm not saying ignore everybody else. Let your positive energies and your step one growth rub off on them, but don't let their lack of production or their lack of belief hinder you in any way. If anything, anytime you need a little extra juice, so say, talk with the people who are making things happen. All right? Let's see here. MM saying, what kind of consent do we need? There is no form. It's real easy, MM. Let's just say, for example, you have a son and a daughter, and one's 14 and one's 16, and you're the parents, and all you have to do is send into the company saying, you know, that you're the father and the mother there, and we say Johnny and Susie Jones or whatever the names are have our permission to participate in Four Corners Alliance Growth, and they'll be able to make money. They'll be able to, you know, put it towards their college fund or whatever it is that they want to do. They'll have the same income potential as anybody else. And that is, again, for those guests, everybody you refer has an income potential including zero, from anywhere from $0 to $559,000 in upfront money. I'll just round that down to $500,000, and a $76,000 residual every month. There are hundreds of wonderful MLM and network marketing companies out there. Most of them, probably 99% of them, except for some programs out there that are actually free, 99% of them cost a whole lot more than $18 and have nowhere near the income potential. Leaders from other companies are starting to notice that now. So get to them before somebody else does. Because if you don't sponsor them, you can bet I will. You know, there's a lot of people out here who are telling a lot of people, and that's good for everybody. Okay, covered that one. Randy says we can sponsor anyone from any country. That's correct, like 99% of the time. If you do go to the Q&A on fourcornersalliance.com, there are a few countries that are banned. Most of your war-torn countries, like North Korea, Afghanistan, some of like Iraq. So there are a few countries that you can't refer, but for the most part, we're 100% worldwide. Okay, we're 99% worldwide. Okay, Shalisha, how do we access the product, and can we sign up without purchasing the product? When you sign up, you're actually purchasing the first tier product, which is financial literacy. That $18, how that breaks down is $10 goes to purchase you the first tier product, which is just financial literacy, and then $8 is used as a one-time admin fee. The website, the managing system, your genealogy, all of that is free, where most companies charge you for your replicating websites and to manage your back office. That is all included. Oh, and where you access the product, that's also in the members area. You go to the section where you see purchases made, and you can see your products. You can also see your retail store, and yes, you can retail those products even before you have them yourself. Okay, Linda, I PIF for someone today. When I get the email, it said I had signed up my name and email because I used my card. I sent the support ticket to correct it, and it was done. All right, well, hey, congratulations on paying it forward, Linda, and letting us know how well the support system's working. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, Newton, this is an awesome presentation. Oh, thank you. Best ever. Oh, thank you again. I can always use some ego stroking there, but he said, did you record tonight's webinar? Yes, we're being recorded right now. All the webinars are recorded. Matter of fact, I'll put up the white screen And there we go. And all right, appreciate you, Newton. Thanks for the comments there. Paula, please show how I make $64 week 2, please. Well, that one's really easy. The 4 people that you referred, when they pay it forward for their 4, they each made $16, and you match them. 4 times 16, 64 bucks. Piece of cake. Easy question. Thank you, Paula. Martin, after the last webinar on May 1st, we haven't got to May yet. We're in April. Will there be, I'm not sure what you're talking about here on May 1st. Okay, I think I see what you're saying. It would be nice if you guys can do once or twice a week. Well, lately we've been doing them almost every single day. I think we took off Sunday because it was Easter, and we weren't going to do one today, but so many people had questions and comments about last night. I promised everybody I would do another one tonight. But yeah, we're going to start testing out some different times, and we're also going to have, in the very near future, have webinars that are specific to the guests, and we will have webinars totally separate for training only. Will be techniques, strategies, and having some other people doing that in addition to myself, and sometimes even instead of myself. Okay, Asian, I have a person ask me, when do we get those match bonuses? They're showing up in your members area instantly. As soon as somebody that you refer makes money in the matrix, it shows up right then and there. Okay. James, when you pay it forward, the emails in the back office shows the same. Okay, I think that's the same thing that Linda came up with. Yes, that can be corrected. James, if you actually look under sponsored members, what's happening is sometimes when people go to pay it forward and they get to the last page, they see the person, it'll take them, when it goes to the payment page, they'll see that person's name and email address at the top, and they'll say, well, since you're the ones paying it, they go and put their information over the top, and it changes it. You do not need to, or not only do you not need to, do not change the information on the payment page. Just go down to the port where it says address and put in your address and your billing information and your card number. Your name's going to be down where the credit card or debit card's listed. Don't change it up at the top. Okay. Daryl says, is there going to be a presentation video added to our replicated websites? Yes, but I do not have a date on that yet. Carlos says, what happens when matrix is filled? It just keeps on going. The residuals are still going there for everybody who has the newsletter. That's paid $1 to $4. If you're talking about the upfront money, once you've got the $559,000 of upfront money, you never get that money again. You can still match that money made by people that you referred. You know, let's say if you were following the concept and you made some referrals during week 5, and your matrix might be filled, and you may have been made $500,000 already, but the people you referred, they could still be getting paid on their upfront matrix, and you match that. Like example, I have people that I personally referred who fell to my 5th level. Now, when they start getting paid on their 6th level, that's my like 11th level, I still match them regardless if they're on my 1st level or 20th level. You match everybody you personally refer. Okay. All right. Okay. Colleen, what kind of marketing tools will we have? Will we have compelling lead capture pages, videos, etc.? Yes, it's going to be a complete capture page system, and they're going to be split testing it. I can tell you that I was on the call when they talked with the copy people, to where they're not just putting some stuff together, although that might be nice to get something, a quick fix for now, while they did, you know, the fancy stuff later. but they're getting professional ad copy done for this, and they're going to do some split testing to figure out, what's going to be the best draw. I'd love to have all that in place now. I'm of the thinking that a really cruddy video is better than no video, but that's just me. I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. I think it's Adri. Adri, where can I advertise Four Corners link, which get good results? People join as a paid member. You can advertise anywhere, Adri. There is no place that you can't advertise. Of course, we don't condone or promote spam. The thing when I get any kind of a question, and to include when it comes to advertising, is the best thing for anybody to do is always master step one. And even if it's saying things out loud to yourself, letting everybody know, hey, you're a millionaire. You're thinking like a millionaire, acting like a millionaire. Your bank account just hasn't caught up with you yet. That you're the sponsoring magnet. People want you to be their sponsor. And then you say that to yourself. And then you do that before you send out your emails. You do your marketing. And so you start to catch things in your verbiage so that you're not using the N word as in need. I don't need anything. You want them. Or actually turn that around to saying, hey, they want to be on your team, instead of you saying you want them. Okay, Shalisha, how can we get more information on the company, and how do we determine if it's a scam or not? Well, I'll tell you this, is you can go research all you want on the company website, and let's go to the negative side just for a second. If this is a scam and it all goes in the toilet in 3 days or 3 weeks, you're out $18. How many scams in the past were people trying to get just a little bit of money? They're trying to get as much money as they can. If you go to that website and you try to spend more than $18, it won't let you. If you try to pay it forward with one card to more than 5 people, it won't let you. You could have $1 million on your card or $10 million in a line of credit, but it'll only let you spend $18, and it'll only let you do it 5 at a time. So aren't scams usually intended to see how much money that they can make before they get caught? Just something to think about. Okay. All right, Adri says, how and where can I get people to PIF? There are some of the different teams within Four Corners Alliance Group are supplying people who want to be paid into the program. That's nothing that corporate is doing. So ask your upline or your sponsors and see if they know of anybody who might be doing that. I know that's happening on the teams. Carlos, I love this comment. Sounds like a slam dunk. He's got a whole bunch of A's in there. I agree with you, Carlos. Okay. Tara, does everyone under you in the first matrix follow you in the residual matrix? Thank you. All right, Tara, I explain it the way that I do on all the different presentations that we have, whether it's the corporate presentation. This is a brand new Pay It Forward presentation I put together here today, but there's actually only one matrix. The upfront matrix and the residual matrix is the same matrix, so there is no passing people up, or if somebody on your third level gets the newsletter before you do, they're not going to move up to your front line or anything like that. It's one matrix. The code just tracks it separately. So I explain it the way I do, just as an ease. So yes, your matrix is the same. So whoever's on your fourth level on the upfront matrix pay, you will get paid on them when they get the newsletter. As you know, every month they'll all be on the fourth level. Okay. Pierre, if you used your card to sign up 5 people, can we do it again a month later with the same card when we pay forward? That's a good question, Pierre. I know right now the limit is 5, and I use prepaid cards, and basically as soon as I pay it forward for 5 people, I just throw the card away. Now, whether or not you can use your card again a month later, I'm inclined to say no, but I've never actually thought about if there's like a time limit, like, hey, after 30 days you can go do 5 more people. I will say this, that you can always pay it forward to people utilizing prepaid cards. You can get it, Green Dot, Walmart, Walgreens, many gas stations, and if you go put $90 on the card, most of them cost anywhere from $2 to $3. So if you're buying a prepaid card, you're looking at, say, $95, and you can go put in 5 people. And like I said before, it's great if all 5 of those people duplicate, or however many people you do duplicate. But if only a couple duplicate and actually start to catch on, hey, it's still a no-brainer. And that doesn't mean that anybody who hasn't done anything, like I like to say, is yes, I have people that I've referred who haven't done anything yet. I'll pick on Colleen a little bit. I was sending her emails like, hey, wake up, girl. Because I sponsored her in the program. She was in for a little bit. She didn't do anything yet. Now she paid it forward to 10 people, and the people that she paid it forward are paying it forward. Now she's on the webinars here, and she's excited. So I'm going to spend time working with her, working on that energy, rather than I am going to constantly concerned and worrying about the people who haven't done anything yet. Okay, Linda. Okay, we covered that one already. All right, well, hey, I want to thank everybody for being on tonight's webinar here, and encourage you to all go to the Facebook group. And since this is a first-time presentation for that particular PowerPoint video here, I'm always looking for input, and the more detailed the input it is, the better. I mean, if you liked it, what was it that you liked about it, so that when we do the enhancements or make new things, that we can accentuate the positive. And then also, if you didn't like it, be specific. What didn't you like about it? Were things blurry? Did you notice a typo? Did I stumble over my words? Or whatever it is, the more detailed the feedback is, believe me, I'm not going to get offended. Okay, even if you thought, hey, that was the worst thing I've ever seen, then say, hey, it's the worst thing I ever seen, and then what made it the worst? The more input you can do, the better these presentations can be for you in the future. Good night, everybody.